Changes from the Coventry side, which was beaten 5-1 at home by Notts County in midweek, after which the players were individually interviewed by the club chairman Jimmy Hill. Jim Hagan stands in for Gary Gillespie, who's suspended. Brian Roberts is recalled at left-back, and the defensive qualities of Steve Jacobs are reintroduced in midfield in place of Peter Bodak. Steve Hunt's ambition for honours led to a transfer request which has been turned down this week. He must have appreciated Ron Greenwood's remarks that he is very unfortunate not to be in the England squad for next Tuesday's international against Northern Ireland. Phil Neal will be there, still the country's most consistent right-back. He's not missed a league game for more than 7 years, and today he celebrates his 31st birthday. It's the 9th game in a row that Bob Paisley has announced this particular side. Phil Thompson's progression back to full fitness continues in the reserves, and will serve as an incentive to a defence that has conceded 6 goals in the last 3 games. Liverpool then kick off on a pitch which is showing the scars of considerable efforts by the ground staff to keep it in playable condition before major surgery is applied here in the summer. It actually looks a lot worse than it is. Liverpool defend the goal to the left in the first half against the Coventry side, who've showed 2 faces to their football this season, through to the last 8 of the FA Cup, but without a win in the league since December the 5th. The referee is Gwyn Owen from Anglesey, who takes charge of the England match at Wembley on Tuesday. Liverpool looking to pick up the rhythm again after 2 away defeats. Hagan across, ahead of Lee. Dalglish. There's Jerry Francis. Bradford taking too long. And a shot from Dalglish. Kennedy. Looking for the feet of Dalglish. Couldn't quite squeeze the pass past Danny Thomas. He was then fouled by Rush. Liverpool won the game earlier in the season at Highfield Road by 2-1. Kennedy seeing a lot of the ball in the early phases and finds Dalglish. McDermott's in the middle, and it might yet reach him. It might reach Souness, who scores in the 5th minute. And the last thing Coventry City wanted was to concede an early goal here. But McDermott got an important touch, and Souness found the corner. Dalglish also involved, having made the first run and got the ball back into the danger area. Dalglish. McDermott with a dummy, setting up Rush. And Coventry had numbers back. Finally Dyson with a tentative clearance only as far as Neal, and McDermott was offside. Dalglish, Souness, this is Lee, and he was taken down late by Roberts, and Mr. Owen giving Liverpool the free kick, although they were still in possession. Touch for Sammy Lee, and it's deflected. Lee will take the credit. There was a delay on the free kick, and Blythe stood no chance once the ball had taken a touch off the wall from Sammy Lee's shot. Steve Hunt was the Coventry player, it seemed to me, who got in the way of the shot. And Liverpool lead 2-0 with 12 minutes played. And here is Hunt. Here is Hunt. Steve Hunt, who'd dropped back to take his part in the defensive wall. And Sammy Lee's shot was deflected in off him. Hakely. Lawrenson again. Francis. And perhaps a chance for Hunt. Robillard got his body in the way, and Lawrenson was first to the loose ball. Lee. On goes Neil. Whelan's on the far post, they're queuing up on the near side, and it's Rush who scores the third as Liverpool arrived in droves. Phil Neal carrying it deep into the Coventry area, biding his time until the pass was sure, and the easiest of chances for Ian Rush. And Phil Neal makes a significant contribution on his birthday. And Ian Rush gets his 21st of the season. 10 minutes left in the first half that has been totally one-sided. Dave Sexton in the centre of the Coventry dugout. Francis and Souness. But Liverpool, I'm afraid, are in a different league to Coventry City here, metaphorically speaking. Dalglish turned beautifully. His angle's right again. Lifted forward by McDermott. The touch from Dalglish was superb to work it onto the left foot. Kennedy tussling with Bradford. The linesman is flagging. The referee allows Kennedy to go on. This is Souness. And Blythe in the right spot again. Cold afternoon, certainly Jim Blythe's hands are warm enough from the action he's had in this first half. Now Rush, McDermott, and this time it's Thomas who comes across and deflects it off McDermott for the goal kick. This first half seems to have been exclusively played in and around Jim Blythe's penalty area. So the half-time whistle goes, and one wonders what's in store for Jim Blythe, who's already been beaten 8 times this week. It's his 150th league game for Coventry this afternoon. But for his efforts, his side could be in a much worse position than they are already. 3 goals down, the scorers for Liverpool: Souness, the deflected shot from Sammy Lee, and from Ian Rush. At half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 3, Coventry City 0. Paisley has pledged entertaining football at Anfield, and certainly his Liverpool side have lived up to the manager's doctrine in this first half. And Liverpool attacked the goal to the left in the second half with this 3-goal advantage. Lawrenson penalised. This weekend 3 years ago was the last occasion that Liverpool struck 6 goals in a First Division match. That was against Norwich. Francis for Coventry. Morrison stretches a long leg, but loses to Roberts. Only temporarily. McDermott. Whelan is onside. Francis struggling to get back with him. This is Rush. Finally, Francis got in the way. It's out of play. Today's crowd at Anfield, just over 28,000. Souness. Plenty of movement ahead of him. Jacobs, who was watching McDermott. Thompson. And here's Whelan for Liverpool. The early ball from Kennedy. And Whelan beats Thomas. Dalglish for Whelan again. Kennedy. Rush. And Blythe comes. The angle tightened for Kennedy. The crowd show their appreciation at studied build-up from Liverpool again. Ended with Alan Kennedy having the final effort at goal. Kennedy, he swung into that. It was unfortunate to see a body in the way, a Coventry body. Francis. And this is Hunt. Grobelaar has made the charge and brings Hunt down outside the area. Mark Lawrenson, who gave the ball away initially, that caused Grobelaar to come charging out of his goal. Coventry have to settle for the free kick. Roberts. There's no end product for Coventry. Hagan has to go back. Bradford. Thomas was caught by Rush, and this is Dalglish. Now Lee. Whelan is the target for Lee's cross, and it dropped short. Dalglish looking to get behind Thomas. Bradford almost putting his side back in trouble again. It's Hunt who's caught by Dalglish. And Neil, is he in for the birthday goal? No! But Steve Hunt was caught in possession in a crucial area by Dalglish. And Neil took it up from Dalglish's pass, prodded it past Blythe, but past the post. Graham Souness, who, barring any unforeseen accidents in the remainder of this game, will fly off with Scotland on Monday, as will Dalglish. And Dalglish is brought down, penalty. Hagen's trip. A nice touch from Blythe, who finds himself in the firing line again. But Kenny Dalglish wriggled away with the ball. Hagen was late. Definite penalty. Terry McDermott scored against Jim Blythe from the spot earlier this season, and does so again. Not the cleanest penalty he's ever struck. Goes under the goalkeeper. 18 minutes into the second half. It's Liverpool 4, Coventry 0. And Liverpool can now go looking for their best First Division win of the season. They beat Ipswich here 4-0, and also won 4-0 at Notts County. Francis. Now Bradford should have reduced the deficit. Hansen. Half held up by Haitley, now faced by Francis. Here's Whelan. Souness. Will it be the strike? It is. And Blythe flicks it over the top from Graham Souness. Assess the other possibilities before curling it with the outside of the foot. McDermott's corner, and Hagen and Blythe going for the same ball. McDermott with a second chance. Neal swings it in. Whelan is there. Whelan. Jacobs, who met it solidly for Coventry, and Thompson with a great chance, but it's offside. I think Liverpool felt it was a good goal, but the flag was up. Thompson arriving ahead of Lawrenson, drilled it past Grobbelaar, but it doesn't count. Whelan, Souness, Dalglish. Liverpool arriving in numbers in the middle. Rush found the ball nearest to him, but he was at full stretch. And Jim Blythe has certainly deserved his better fortune in the second half. Now Francis. Certainly Coventry can look back on this second half with a little bit more pride. Their sense of competition has been sharper, and Francis produces a last-minute corner for them. We go into injury time. Bradford will take it. Souness sensing a possible counter-attack. Kennedy has rushed to his left. Dalglish arriving at the near post, came behind him. Souness! Corner. It would have been almost a carbon copy of his goal that determined the pattern of this match. Dalglish touching it off for Souness. Dalglish, his problem was to stay onside. It's an awkward bounce for Hunt. Well, it's a match that ran a predictable course, really. Coventry, with the worst defensive record in the First Division, torn apart here. Terry McDermott, the scorer in the second half from the penalty spot, to add to the 3 first-half goals from Graham Souness, Sammy Lee and Ian Rush. And Liverpool have flushed 2 disappointing results in the past week out of their system. The final score at Anfield, it's Liverpool 4, Coventry City 0.